So yeah, this is my park up. Probably my favourite, one of my favourites. It's flat, there's waste disposal, toilets, water, and it's free overnight. It's like one of them airs what they have in Europe. There's always a few vans. There were a few last night, but a couple of them have left. Now, I was up early this morning to film a little bit of action with my drone, just as the sun were coming up. It weren't a spectacular sunrise, but it was still lovely. And I went for a walk on the pier, and there was just one other person on, and I had a look round, but the footage weren't brilliant because it was a bit dark. So I want to do it again. What do you think to that? That's dedication, that. Over in that direction there, you can see the Ship pub, which is just a walk from that, a short walk from that park up. And that's an old smuggler's pub. I think that's possibly one of the oldest pubs in Saltburn. There may be one other one. And it was built, Saltburn, in the Victorian times by Quakers. So they didn't like boozing, so there were no pubs as such then. But they opened some hotels and stuff, and you could have a pint or whatever they had back then in the hotel. Ooh, chip shop there. I'm tempted. I can't win though. I'm trying to cut down on fish and chips, and then people keep saying, oh, we need fish and chip reviews. So there's the Funicular. And that's called, according to Helen, that's called a funicular because not only is it fun, it's peculiar. So funicular. And we've got the arcade at the edge of the pier here, the pier here. So yeah, second time I've done this little walk. Interesting fact, this is the only pleasure pier in the whole of Yorkshire and the North East. And it was built ages ago. 1869, don't quote me. 1869. I'm going to walk to end and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more history. But this is sort of James history, so it might not be exactly accurate. It certainly is bracing on the edge here, and you can stand and you can watch the surfers, which I like watching surfers. I wonder if they're cold, because it is freezing. I know they've got wetsuits on, and they seem to be just waiting forever, and it don't look like there's going to be any massive waves. But I know there's surf schools on front here, so it's got to be fairly popular around this way. I could stand here all day. I love it. I love the little beach huts there. And they've all got lovely names. Off in the distance we can see the church that at Marsky by the Sea. And further off there's the windmills from Redcar, at Redcar. Right, I can't stand here all day. I want to head back and go to the Funicular But whilst I do that, I'll tell you a little bit about the history, and it is a very little bit, but it's interesting, a little bit about the history of Saltburn by the Sea. So it was founded in 1861 by the industrialist Henry Pease. Now, you might remember Henry Pease from my video in Darlington. He was an MP for Durham, very wealthy man. He owned lots of the railways around that area. He practically built Middlesbrough. He got tons of cash, put it that way. And then he owned one of the first houses here, which is in the prime spot, just in front of the Funicular. And he'd spend a lot of time here looking out to sea. I'm not sure which one it was. I think it was probably one of those up there. I can't remember the name for it. But I'll tell you something interesting. Do you know who used to come and stay here all the time? Lily Langtree. Is that right? Lily Langtree. I think I've got that right. Not heard that name in years. And she was a very beautiful socialite in the Victorian period, known for her aesthetic good looks, and she was a model for so many paintings. Funicular's coming down, look. So I'm going to go up the Funicular. I'm just going to go and have a look at these beach huts here. But do you know something? It is the world's oldest water-powered funicular. It's powered by water. How fantastic's that? And that was the Victorians. And I'll tell you something dead interesting. So before they built that, they had some sort of like winch system, you know, to get people up. I've tried to find some photographs of it, but I can't. I've got one picture, but it's not very good quality. And they used to winch them up in like a cage. They didn't mess about, Victorians. You know, they just got it done. It was the best time for all the engineering. You can imagine if they did that today, they'd just be having consultations and it'd take years and years and cost millions of pounds and then no one would get done. I just want to send a big thank you to SALTBURN for sponsoring this video. Now, as you know, I'm always going abroad, always jetting off and everything. So it's really important, I'm not that often, but it's really important that I have a good, reliable internet. Because, you know, like when I'm uploading videos and stuff like that, it's important. And this is where SALTBURN comes in. What SALTBURN is, it's an eSIM, which is like, you know, the old-fashioned SIM cards that you used to put in your phone. It's like that, but it's virtual. It's magic. It does it all in background. So you just download the app, right? And then there's no faffing about. You don't have to go to like news agents and petrol stations to buy SIM cards. You're saving a fortune. I'm telling you, it's brilliant. Right. Let me tell you how it works. So, for example, you're going to Spain, you download the app, you open it up, you select Spain, you choose how many gigabytes you want. If you're really clever, you use my discount code, which says buy the curb, and you get 15% off. And you're online straight away. Do it before you even go. You know, when you're on way to whatever country, because I know you can get internet on some aeroplanes now. So wherever you're going, get the app downloaded, get online, and you've got data straight away. There's none of these like surprise roaming charges or extra costs. It really is quite good to use. It's very good and it's reliable, and you just have as much data as you want in just about any country. There's like 160 plus countries. So get on it. Remember, use my code buy the curb, 15% discount. Give them a go. It's free to download the app. And yeah, I use it. I love it. Thank you, SALTBURN, for sponsoring me. I really appreciate it. Let's go and have a look at these lovely beach huts just down here. When I walked here this morning, gone 7 o'clock, mind you, it was early, weren't it? There were some workmen sat in a truck, probably waiting to start, I reckon. And then I've just gone past and they're still there, sat there. I wonder if they're still waiting. Oh, they're on the dinner. They've got to be on the dinner, aren't they? Anyway, we're going to look at these huts. And you can rent these, and they've all got really nice names. So see if you can find your name here. Elizabeth, that's Helen's mum. They look lovely. Look inside. They're really nice huts. It's just, you've got the fish and chips just behind me. You've got the lovely beach, the pier, I'm telling you, Shirley. Gracie Fields, Florence and the Machine, Alexandra the Great, that's what he's named after. Georgina, can't think her out, Marguerite Prakikan, James by the Curb, Bella Pasta, Richard the First. I don't like that name, Beach Hut Office, who's called that? Beach Hut Shop and Beach Hut Cafe. Oh, a cafe. Look at that. And these ones I think are newer. William Tell. Beatrice, that royal woman. King Charles, Spaniel. And these haven't got names yet. So we need to think of names for them. They're just building these now. But look, you can walk for miles on the beach, right to Redcar. So as I walk back to the funicular, I just like saying that word, funicular. You'll hear me say it quite a lot. As I walk back to the funicular, this inner turmoil, I'm really struggling, and I've got to level with you because people keep walking past with fish and chips. And you know that smell of salt and vinegar. I'm so hungry. I've just had bloody bran flakes for breakfast. I'm desperately trying to lose some weight, but I don't know. You don't know. The struggle is real, I'm telling you. I'm actually genuinely nauseous now, and I've got to ride the funicular, so I need to just get some chips to line my stomach, and then I'll not be ill. Oh. Can I just smell your chips? I'm on a diet.
That's how we get you.
Yeah, I know. Don't judge me. I've done it, Anna. I'm only going to eat a few of them, and it's just chips. It's just a handful of chips. Never hurt anybody, have they? I just need to get that. Look, it's just chips. That's all it is. I didn't eat them all. I just had a handful. I need to go up into town now and I'll get a coffee or something to wash them down.
Are you wanting to go up now or?
Yeah, can I? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
so yours in the UK, second oldest in the world.
Right,
Yours
wow.
in a place called Braga in Portugal.
Right, is it really? When was this built?
1884. So
Wow.
140 year old.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
Take care.
And it's a lovely little carriage. It's got sparkly lights and everything. Love it. I didn't pay any attention how much it was. I think, was it £1.80? Ooh. Hey, it's got some weight in it now, I'll tell you. It might not make it up, especially after I've had them chips. I just hope there's somebody heavier on one coming down. Here we go. There's never a dull moment on this thing for me. I've been on so many times, but I just love it. I love the engineering. What shall we look at? What view? Thank you. Right. I really enjoyed that. That was brilliant. Is that the sort of pump in the middle?
It's a water chute, so we have the lever by the window there.
All right.
Directs the chute to which tram we have at
Yeah.
the top. So at the moment, it's pointing away from the tram,
Okay.
which means the chute is now pointing the water into this tram.
Oh, so the water goes into the tram, does it?
Yeah, underneath the floor here,
Yeah.
these two panels here, underneath the floor, there's 300 gallons of fresh water.
Wow.
Yeah, which is pumped in down that black chute there.
Can I just film that?
Can you see that?
All right. Yeah.
The water then comes in through there, goes under there, and of course the weight of the water
Right. It's just the weight.
balances the vehicle,
Yeah.
the tram, to move.
Wow.
Momentum, isn't it?
Wow.
Being a funicular, it's a rope to rope. It's attached to rope to the other one.
Okay.
So as this one starts to go down, because it's heavy,
Yeah. It just pulls the other one up.
it's light.
Yeah. Now I was reading that they used to have, before they built this, didn't they have some sort of winch system or something?
It's on there.
Oh, it's
See
wow! I've been.
that one there?
Yeah.
They had a crane.
A crane.
The whole tower was built out of wood.
Was it?
So you can imagine what that's like.
Oh gosh, they wouldn't get past the health and safety, would they?
Not today.
Thanks very much for
Would
that.
have blown over in seconds here, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Thank
See
you.
you open. Yes.
So, the tram itself, as the gentleman said, that's filling with water, and eventually, as you can see, oh, it will start, the weight of that one will start pulling the other one up. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. Simple. And there she goes. And here is the original winch system, which was built out of wood. Wow. Can you imagine? I wonder if that's like a little thing that pulls you up. But again, simple, but you know, health and safety. And the guy that sort of, the visionary, it says here, of that was John Anderson, and he was an engineer for the Stockton and Darlington Railway Company. And the Stockton and Darlington Railway Company was owned by Henry Pease, the guy that built this town. So that'll have been his chief engineer, and he'll say, hey, I've got a job for you. Now we need to find this house where he used to live. Look at those houses, aren't they lovely? Could you imagine living in something like that? How many floors have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 6-storey houses then. So there you go. That is, I'm about to get run over. That was Henry's little gaff at the seaside. I don't know if it was all that. I bet it will have been, because Guy were minted. I mean, he built a bloody seaside town, for God's sake. And I bet that was his main room, the one at the top where we'd peer out to the sea. It had got the best views. I think that was the cliff face over there, what he loved. Victorian architecture really was grand, wasn't it? Platform 13, is that a bar? And there's the Victoria. There is a train station as well just round here, so that'd be why that's called that. Look at that camper there. Hey? I mean, I'm a van lifer, but to be honest, if you lived on here, there's lots of little delis and cafes. It's remarkable that they get that dog to stand there. And you've got all the little independent boutiques, the traditional butchers there. Hello. This is the station. Little bar there. A little train station. What more do you want? And we've got a bar here. It's only a small place, but I do like it a lot. I could live here. I say that all the time. Could live here. It's just got a nice feel about it. So we're going there, cocoa and rum. Scrap that idea. There were lots of people having what looked like well, obviously Christmas dinners. It were really busy. I didn't want to sit there like Billy No Mates. So I'm just going to go into Sainsbury's and get something for my tea for tonight. Right, I'm heading back to the van because I want to show you something. Now, you see that cliff that's sticking out there? Well, just behind there is probably one of the nicest beaches in the UK, in my opinion. There's lots of lovely beaches in the UK, but it's just really special because it's hidden away in a little sort of what once was a fishing village. So we'll jump in the van and we'll have a look, and then I need to think about where I'm going to stay tonight because the next video after this is going to be Staithes. I know that parking at Staithes is a complete nightmare, so I might actually just come back here in my favourite park up. We'll see, we'll think about it later. There she is. I'm just going to jump in and show you this beach. It'll not take me long. Right, let's get off to Skinning Grove Beach. Have a quick look round. There's nothing there. I know there's a chip shop. There's a museum, but the museum's closed. It's a museum of iron because that's where a lot of iron came from. It's just the beach, really. I want to show you that. And it's only right corner. It gives me a chance to drive van and charge my batteries up, I guess. And then I'll come back here, I think, tonight, unless I find something special to park up. All right, let's get off. Bloody seagulls. It's filthy already, I've only had it 2 weeks. Anyway, I don't know if I can get this way. I've got to show you this beach. I'll probably get done parking there. It's just behind that sort of jetty thing there. Only problem is, it's quite a way to carry your bucket and spades and all your gear, your deck chairs and everything. That's probably why it's not popular. Can't get parked anywhere near it. He says we've only come from over there, but just through this gap here. Oh, I'm completely underwhelmed. So it looks crap this time. When I come here last year, in fact, that's what I'm going to do. It's because of all the stuff that's been washed up. Like it's got this reddish tinge, and that'll be the iron ore. So yeah, it's so when I said this was one of the best beaches at UK, I scrap that, take it back. I need to find that footage from last year and put that on, if I can find it. What a difference a nice sunny day makes. Seriously, when I was here, I was gobsmacked by it. And at the time I was saying, this is the best beach ever. And now it's gone rubbish. But, oh well. Honestly, believe me, if I can find that footage from when I came in sunshine, it's like a different thing. I was paddling and everything. Oh. I'm glad I've not drove a long way. So, beyond those cliffs, the ones at the back there, is Staithes, and that's where I'm going tomorrow. I hope the weather's going to be okay. Right, tea time. We've got a lovely chicken jalfrezi. It's only come from a jar. Well, it is what it is, innit? Basmati rice and a naan bread in oven. And I've got 1 can of hazy IPA, Northern Monk, good brewery. I like a nice IPA. Naan bread will be done in a bit, and I'm just going to sit here and watch YouTube. So, it's very windy outside. I forgot to show you this. My daughter's that. So I buy my daughter all these little daft things, and then her mum keeps saying, oh, put that in van with your dad, because they ain't got right much space at their house. So that's a new addition, and because it's my daughter's, that's precious to me. And it looks like my daughter's cat. That's why she got it. That's why I got it her. There's my naan bread. That's me done for the night. Perfect. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to sit and watch YouTube now. So, the next video tomorrow, I'm going to go to Staithes, weather permitting, and then I'll have a day in Staithes, and I might go to Ravenscar as well, if I can fit it in. Then I've got to go back to near Barnsley because I need to see my daughter, obviously. Then I'll come back and continue the tour. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Please make sure you're subscribed and like the video and all that sort of stuff. Alright, see you there.